Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Something's done. What the hell was that? All right, welcome to Triviality, everybody. This is Ken.
Forget it.
This is Ken. We have in the studio Neal and Jeff. How you doing, guys?
You didn't say the whole thing.
Doing all right. I'm doing better than both of you guys. You both have Band-Aids on your arms. What's that from?
We got some blood tests today, but not together.
Not at the same time.
No. It was just coincidence.
Was it trying to see if your blood could fit each other just in case of emergency?
Absolutely not.
Nope, mine was a annual routine health exam.
All right.
Super exciting.
So, Matt, you're out in LA. Did you get your blood tested today?
No, look at these guys with all their fancy health checks and such. Some of us don't have insurance.
Now, do you know your blood type, Ken? Because I recently had to find out because they did not have it on record, and I had to ask for a specific blood type test.
Well, I asked them today because I'm a 33-year-old man, and I don't know my blood type, and apparently everybody else does. And I asked them, they said it's not there on the chart because they have to test for that specifically. So
it's not just a chart that says brunettes, blondes, redheads?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And in the studio with us...
They did ask me which I preferred, though.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the things. Like, do you smoke? No.
Right.
Blondes, brunettes, redheads.
Is that like a HIPAA violation, though? It seems pretty intrusive.
I'm pretty open with that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, we have a very special guest in studio with us today. Only the second in-studio guest we've had since we all got vaccinated, and that's Emily Baker, our Oakland 5 supporter. How are you?
I'm good, and I do know my blood type.
What do you know? What is it? Do you mind disclosing what it is?
Don't worry, everyone. My blood type's O negative. I'm the universal donor. If you need blood, hit me up.
Universal donor Emily Baker and Patreon
Type
donor.
O negative.
Both.
I have a question.
Okay.
Will you ask any questions if I hit you up for blood?
No questions asked.
Yes.
Give me that cash money.
Now, there is a movie about giving blood called Blood In, Blood Out. Have you ever seen it?
Is that what that's about?
It's strictly about nice people just giving blood.
It's about phlebotomists.
Phlebotomists, yes. Thank you for being here, Emily.
Yeah.
Anything new in your world since you've joined us last?
I got bangs. That's it.
All right. Breaking news.
Breaking news. I have bangs now.
That's more news than most people have from the last 18 months.
It's very exciting. I got bangs and I'm a little bit more blonde than I used to be, so big things happening in my world. Oh, I moved, but that's...
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
That's nice.
It was good times. Yeah.
So we haven't seen you since before the pandemic started, basically.
No.
So it's
Yeah.
good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm excited.
Awesome. And we have another special guest over the internet coming to us from Central Massachusetts. He's also an Oakland 5 supporter on Patreon, and that is Chris Shen. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I am currently on summer break because I'm a guidance counselor in a high school in Massachusetts. Enjoying, I would normally be enjoying sleeping in, but when you have two kids under 8, that doesn't happen very often. So for me, sleeping in is sleeping till 6:30 or 7.
Nice.
Well, that's all right. I mean, it sounds like you have a very, very busy schedule all throughout the year, and why not just make it more busy over the summer with taking care of the kids, right?
Right. I'm always taking care of somebody's kids, whether they're mine or somebody else's.
Well, speaking of kids, we're all sort of kiddish here in the studio. So if you only had one piece of guidance counselor advice for us as podcasters, what would that be off the top of your head?
One piece of advice.
Or just as people. I need it.
Maybe you could send that back in time in like a lake house style mailbox, so I could actually read that when it would be pertinent to me.
I don't know. I guess the piece of advice that I give to the students most often is just never settle. Like, do stuff that you want to do. And even if just like you guys are running a podcast, like I'm sure that if you talk to, somebody, a financial planner, they would probably say that's not a good idea, but it's not always about the money.
We did.
Yeah. It's not always about the money, it's do what you want to do. Don't have any regrets at the end of the day.
You trying to make me cry here on this day, Chris?
You would be amazed at how many kids I have crying in my office.
Well, thank you for that advice. And speaking of never settling, I think you're going to partner with Matt today. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
All right. So you have one of the...
Didn't want to settle for me. Didn't want to settle for Jeff or Neal.
He chose Matt Matt, you are the chosen one. You're going to be partners with Chris. Any ideas on a team name for both of you before we start today?
I mean, I think we're both two men who in our profession make children cry. So I don't know. So
The Crybabies.
oh, there you go. Crybabies it is.
All right.
So we got the Crybabies.
Why babies?
The
You gotta
Crybabies.
say it like that. Though.
Jeff, you and I are going to partner today.
Yeah. Do you want to stick with the kid theme? We could be something like kid tested, not mother approved.
All right. Yeah, that's fine with me. We'll be kid tested, not mother approved. A nice long name.
That's a weird one.
And
Two bad
Ken,
boys of
in a
trivia.
very
I believe that's the a play on, is that like Chex cereal where it's like kid tested, mother approved?
Yeah,
I thought it was Jif. I thought it was peanut butter.
I
it
thought
could
it
be
was
Jif.
Kicks. I thought it was Kicks.
So we got one peanut butter, we got one Kicks, we got one Chex. Which one is it?
We'll look it up and I'll let you know after the rules break.
All right, and Ken, you're playing by yourself today in an unprecedented move.
Yeah,
You're going to be quickest draw today.
quickest draw, because I'm always just kind of playing off the top of my head, but today I'm going to be even quicker.
All right. Well, we have 3 teams technically playing today, so let's hear the rules.
The rules of the game are simple. 20 questions split into 2 rounds worth 10 points apiece. At halftime, there'll be a special swing round designed by this week's host. After regulation, players will enter the final round with the points that they've accumulated and will have a chance to wager 0 to 30 points on 5 categorized questions. At the end of the game, someone will be named the cream of the crop.
I am the cream.
All right. Well, we heard the rules. It looks like it's going to be Neal and Jeff versus Chris and Matt versus Ken. Emily, feel free to take it away. Anything we should know about your game today, or is it just
Classic.
a classic Emily game?
A classic Emily mix 'em up.
All sports.
It's all sports. Oops, all sports.
I mean, right in time for the Olympics.
Can you imagine if I wrote a whole sports game? That would be bananas.
I would be shocked.
I know. One day I'll do it.
I'd be delighted.
You'll never see it coming. No, so I will just go ahead and start with question 1, and it's a short and sweet one. What instrument evolved from the sack butt?
We're locked in.
Okay.
This is one that has come up multiple times. And I think it's the saxophone. What do you think, Chris?
I don't
Do
know.
you
For
have
some
any
reason,
ideas?
it just made me think of the bagpipe, but that's just for no reason other than I'm thinking of a sack of something blowing
Yeah.
air. Is the bagpipe,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's
I feel like that was
that's
the
all that I have.
the red herring last time, and I believe we got it wrong.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong with saxophone. So let's be wrong
You're
with
probably
bagpipes.
more right.
No. We're going down with bagpipes.
Well, I know it's not
Bagpipes it
the
is.
piano that you're tickling your fingers across if you play the sack butt.
Yeah, Jeff and I immediately wrote down trombone for our official answer.
Hey, me too.
It is the trombone.
Yeah.
I
Well, we
could
would've been
not write
wrong
about the
either
sack
way.
butt.
Yeah. I knew it was something that blows.
Hey. Okay, guys, question number 2. Between 1946 and 1963, what current NBA team was known as the Syracuse Nationals?
Yeah, I think this is kind of one you need to know or you don't know, but I have an somewhat educated guess, so we're going to lock in.
First, it made me think of the Kings, but I feel like the Kings are more recent than '63.
And they were in
Sacramento Kings.
they were in somewhere else
Kansas City?
before then. They were in Kansas City.
It might have been
yeah.
the Kansas City Royals or something like that. Kansas City Kings.
They were because they had their team names were the Kings and Royals because they had the whole thing. That was their thing. And then the Chiefs. So they were Chiefs, Kings, and Royals.
Yeah.
I think that this is before they became the Sixers in the ABA and eventually became the Sixers in the NBA. I feel like this is
that
Philadelphia
makes sense because the Sixers. Yeah. Okay.
because they weren't the Knicks and the Nets were a different. They were
Right.
actually the Nets at the time. So I think we can lock in with the 76ers.
Yeah.
That's a great guess. We just figured, it's New York. It probably isn't the Knicks because they've been around for a long time, and we just went over to the Nets thinking that maybe they were called something else.
And I think she wrote a question about the Pelicans because they're cute.
That does sound like me behavior, but no, Matt and Chris are right. It's the Philadelphia 76ers.
Not cute.
Not as cute.
Now, were both of your blood tests done by Dr. J?
No, we had phlebotomists.
They would have
Neal.
legally had to tell them.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm Dr. J. I'll be taking care of you today.
If they don't, it's entrapment. All right, let's move on to question 3. What video game, released in 2020, follows the main character Zagreus? This game is a dungeon crawler, and each run challenges a player through a random series of rooms populated with enemies and rewards.
All right, quickest draw is locked in. Do you need to mute, Jeff, or do you have any idea on this one? Because I don't even know what a dungeon crawler is, other than like someone who lives in their basement, I guess. I don't know.
Like an original like Castlevania or Zelda would be like a dungeon crawler. Yeah.
All right, we'll lock in with a guess here. You guys can feel free to talk over there.
All right, so Matt, you gamer at all?
Not really, not anymore. No, unfortunately. This one,
Probably more recently than me.
yeah. I mean, 2022. I'm having a hard time thinking. I know there was a few of those. I can't even think of the name of them. They're those really, really hard games that nobody can beat.
You know those ones.
Super Mario Brothers.
That's what it is. I guess I don't think they're Mario's cousin's named Zagreus. I have literally no idea on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the last system I owned was, I think, a PlayStation. So,
yeah.
Like the original PlayStation. So, I'm not going to be any help. I mean, unless it's something like it's not going to be one of the remakes like God of War or,
maybe
something
let's
like
say
that.
Maybe Dark Souls. That's the one I'm thinking of. And
Okay.
I think that came out around then, and I think it's a dungeon crawler. So we'll say Dark Souls.
All right, Jeff and I had no idea, so we put an answer of a movie that we enjoy that kind of has a dungeon feel to it, I suppose, and we said People Under the Stairs, directed by Wes Craven.
And I think the game referenced here is called Hades. Hades?
Yeah, it's Hades.
Wow.
Zagreus is the son of Hades, and he's trying to escape the underworld.
Yeah, won some awards this year.
Yeah, it's a really, really stunning game.
It's
It's
like indie
really
game.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does it star James Woods Jr.?
I don't know.
Do they have it? Do they have it for the original PlayStation?
I'm afraid not.
I wish, yeah.
No.
You can
I won't
find
be able to play it
Orpheus
then.
being like a big sad boy.
No, they've got it for the original PlayStation, but it's on 12,000 discs.
Well, as we know, Chris, you have a lake house now, so just put the name of the game in there, and we'll go back in time, and it'll be a PlayStation game.
Yeah. Let's go to question 4. Which 3 countries have coastlines on both the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea?
All right, Jeff quickly locked in without confirming me, which is what I wanted to happen. So we're gonna stay here locked in.
Okay, so Atlantic and Mediterranean. We're probably looking at some of those Eurasian countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think Turkey's one of them?
I mean, I would have a tough time coming up with one, not to mention 3.
Perfect.
I think Turkey could be one. I mean, I don't know. What about Egypt? Would Egypt be one, or is that? I don't know if that's on.
I like Egypt. We got Turkey. We got Egypt.
Is there anything next to Egypt? I mean, I don't know. Egypt.
Ooh, that region is not good for me on those Sporkle quizzes. It's a big blank. I don't really know what's going on down there. Because I was thinking these were closer to the like Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan regions, but those aren't on the Atlantic Ocean. So
Yeah.
So I like Turkey and Egypt, and then maybe like, what do you think, Morocco or something? Is that in the northern part of Morocco?
Yeah. I think Morocco's on the Mediterranean.
Perfect. Morocco, Egypt, and Turkey. Jeff, what are the answers?
Okay, I'll let Jeff talk. Yeah.
Well, the first one that comes to mind is something that would straddle the Straits of Gibraltar. So
Ooh, sexy.
That's the name of my favorite film.
Ooh, who's he?
So I pretty quickly wrote down Spain, and on the other side of that is Morocco. And then I remembered that not only does France have like Calais and the Riviera in the south, but also like Normandy would be the Atlantic Ocean. So we locked in with France, Spain, and Morocco.
And shockingly, I wrote down France, Spain, and Morocco.
Yeah, all of you guys got Morocco, and then additionally France and Spain. So close over there. But yeah, we're also looking for France and Spain.
Ken, I want you to know that I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
I wasn't sure about Morocco. I was pretty solid on France and Spain, but
yeah. Let's change gears completely.
Yay.
In 2019, a Facebook event went viral that included the subtitle, "They Can't Stop Us All." What location was this raid supposed to take place?
Oh, please.
Wow. Naruto running to the lock-in. Yeah.
All right.
Do you remember this, Neal?
Is it this?
Yeah.
Okay, we are locked in over here.
All right. Chris, were you planning on joining? Do you know where they were going?
No, because I check Facebook about once every 2 weeks. So I would have been
So
2 weeks late, probably.
You missed the invite when we were all going to storm Area 51 and find out what they got there. So it's Area 51.
I would like you all to know that every Saturday morning when I go get groceries at Target, I Naruto run into the store. So we knew this was Area 51.
I put Area 51.
Yeah, they got over 2 million RSVPs to storm Area 51, and only a small number of people showed up. But they had a good time, but they didn't see any aliens. But they had a good time. They vibed. They danced in the desert.
Sounds like
Just Burning Man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I think they're going to do music
I
festivals.
have a
out
feeling
there
that
now.
if there were aliens on Earth, we would probably know about it.
Do you think there was a large overlap?
How will we know unless we storm Area 51? We're rebooting it, everyone.
Do you think there was a large overlap between Area 51 raiders and Burning Man attendees?
Almost certainly, huh?
The only thing keeping them together were a bunch of people dressed as K-Pax.
Oh.
Ken's favorite alien.
No.
So after...
Why do you keep saying that? How many times have you said that K-Pax is my favorite movie? Just because K-Pax is my nickname.
Therefore, it's your favorite.
K-Pax is when you were dating Bill Paxton, though.
Who's your celebrity couple name?
Yes, yes.
All right, so after 5 questions, it looks like Team Crybabies, Matt and Chris, are at 20, and tied at 30 are the Kid Tested, Not Mother Approved, and Quickest Draw.
No, I have 40.
You have 40?
Yeah,
Oh, because you got Hades.
the only one.
Sucker. All right, next question.
There's a lot going on. We'll just go to question 6. The name Alan Smithy is significant in the movie industry because it indicates what?
Locked in.
We're thinking Alan Smithy in Hollywood. What's this guy doing?
You're the one in L.A.
Oh yeah, I know. If he doesn't have a star. I look at all of them when I run. I haven't seen an Alan Smithy. I think it sounds familiar. But I don't know if it's like what they use for an unknown actor or if it's something like that. But I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it's like an alias for something. But I don't
Like a Jane Doe or like an extra.
Like in
maybe well, like, or if they're in like it's like a non-SAG production and they're in it and they don't, it's like something like that against the Screen Actors Guild. So I think it has something to do with that. I don't know exactly how to describe that as an answer, but what I said.
So as an alias.
Yeah, an alias for an actor.
For someone who's not in SAG.
I think you're good with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Steven Soderbergh loves to use Peter Andrews. I had to use this on a recent project, but there was no credit, so I didn't have to say Alan Smithy. But it's usually when someone refuses or declines their own name as credit because they don't like the project or don't want to be involved with it.
Yeah, I too said it was a pseudonym for maybe a director who was editing his own film outside of guidelines or, somebody who didn't want to be credited.
It is, Neal's correct, an official pseudonym used by directors that don't wish to have their name associated with a project. I don't know how you guys want to score that. Everyone was like
Give
There.
us
They were
points.
close. Yeah.
Points
Give
all
us
around. Take
points.
some points.
Yay.
Awesome.
We need it. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, we'll take them where we can get them.
Yeah. Okay, question 7. In Greek mythology, who was cursed to always have the last say but never speak first?
This is incorrect, Jeff, but I just saw a meme of it, and it's the only Greek name I can think of off the top of my head. I know it's incorrect.
You know what? I'm fine with the memification
Going
of
for
our
the
answers.
meme.
Okay, we're going to lock in over here.
All right. How's your Greek
All right.
mythology?
Well, I mean, I was thinking the sirens, but then I was like, what about Echo?
Oh.
dolphin?
Yes.
I've never heard of anybody. I mean, it sounds like it could be a Greek word, but they never.
No, I
obviously speak
believe
first, but they always speak.
I believe
last.
that's where echo comes from, is that they just repeat. That makes a lot of sense. I'm good with that. Let's go with echo.
That sounds very smart.
That sounds very, very good. I mean, my echocardiogram I just did had a heightened...
Hey, I had one too.
You had one too?
Me too.
Yeah.
In January.
I'm alive. I'm good.
Same.
But yeah, we didn't say echo. That's a great guess. I just saw a meme the other day of Eurydice, which I believe was the boyfriend looking at another girl meme, but they had Eurydice looking at his own girlfriend, which was pretty funny. So yeah, we locked in with Eurydice.
I said Echo.
Yeah, it is Echo. She was cursed by Hera to always have the last say but never speak first.
Gee dang.
Yep. All right. Question 8. Inflated floating pigs are associated with which UK rock band?
We can lock in.
Mm.
Now, if
Inflated.
Matt can get this through a Simpsons episode,
Yeah.
Is this? Are they locked in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this? Is this Pink Floyd?
I do recall that Pink Floyd had floating pink pigs.
Had floating Pink Floyds.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm saying. Ken's Simpsons reference was I think that was Peter Frampton, though. Was he in Pink Floyd? I don't know. I don't know anything, but I'm pretty good. He was not. Yeah, I'm pretty good with locking in with Pink Floyd because that is what I recall.
For some reason, it's Pink. Yeah, I think it's Pink Floyd.
Yep, you'll see them floating above a early industrial city on the cover of their 1977 album Animals. We said Pink Floyd.
and I'm pretty sure Pink Floyd is in that episode too. I said Pink Floyd.
Yeah, it is Pink Floyd. That ended up being half a Simpsons question, I suppose, for Ken. But we'll get in on. We'll check on that. But yeah, points all around. Yay!
Did they use the pink pigs quite often, or is it just one album, or what?
Yeah, it's supposed to kind of represent some of the fat cat capitalist stuff that they were against in the late 70s, early 80s before Waters left the band.
That's why they gave away all their wealth.
And do the Grateful Dead Care Bears, do they represent anything, like the bears, or no? Or is that just it's bears?
They're just like bears.
They're just cute bears.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that on that album there's 2 songs called Pigs, one called Sheep, one called Dogs.
Ah, I see.
So where are the dog balloons?
Actually, there might be 3. I think there's Pigs 1, 2, and 3. Actually, now that I think about 3 little pigs, and then there's Dogs and Sheep.
Okay.
It's a good album.
All right.
Kind of sounds like they should have made a dog balloon, but I won't get mad about it. Let's
Or a
go to
petting
question
zoo.
9.
That sounded fun.
Right? A sheep balloon. All right. Question 9. Chondrichthyes are a class of fish that are unique for being primarily composed of what?
All right, these guys are all set in the studio. So what are you guys thinking?
You think the fish could be made primarily of water? I think most fish are primarily of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm made primarily of water.
Me too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm made
Well, that doesn't
primarily
make
of water,
sense.
Ken.
Guys, like and subscribe if you're made of
Can you
water.
drink me?
Can you drink me?
So obviously we don't know what we're talking about. But you did say cartilage, and I think that's interesting because that would be like a really like stiff fish, I guess. I don't know. I'm good with it though. I kind of like.
That was
with it.
Band name?
Thanks for coming out, guys. We've been stiff fish.
that was Neal's nickname in junior high, I think.
That was my nickname
No
in
one's-
junior high.
no
That's why
one's
I wasn't
gonna
allowed
top
on. That's why I wasn't allowed on field trips anymore.
I
just
see it.
thought
I
would
went
lob that
not literal, but
softball for you.
like
You went on that.
a fish who's like kind of a stiff, and he's just like he goes around to the other fish, and he's just like serious all the time.
After that trip to that
What the
health.
hell's wrong with Gary?
After that health field
Such a
trip to the
stiff.
Robert Crown Center where he learned about puberty, Neal wasn't allowed on field trips anymore.
All
right, so you're
all
saying
that being
cartilage?
said- yeah, let's go cartilage.
We two said cartilage.
And I will give the German 3 and say cartilage.
Yeah, it is cartilage. All of you guys kind of guessed your way around that one. I'm very proud. It's like sharks and rays and stuff.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Sharks and rays and fish. Oh my.
Sharks and skates and the like.
Nice.
And just to
Nice.
confirm, in West Side Story, are the sharks made up of cartilage?
Their noses are.
Parts of them.
Okay.
Their ears.
Ears, nose.
That's why they're all so angry with each other. Is like one had cartilage, one team had cartilage, one didn't.
They stole the cartilage from the other team.
From the Jets.
Right from under them. Ooh. Oh man. Okay. Let's go to question 10. Olivia Rodrigo recently released her Sour Prom concert film. The marketing for this concert included images of Rodrigo as a prom queen crying, holding a bouquet of flowers. This attracted negative attention from what artist who had similar imagery on her 1994 album, Live Through This?
Oh, we can lock in. I know this one. I'm 100% on this one.
Oh, confident.
It's a Twitter thing. I know it. This is what I know.
It is. It's drama.
This does seem like a Matt question.
A prom album cover, 1994. So it'd have to be someone who was big, who's a solo artist in 1994.
They're in a band.
Oh, they're in a band.
Yeah, I'm just the artist in
clues.
particular. The person in particular is upset with Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, the person. So who would be big
I'll
on...
take the name or the band.
Okay. Who would be big on Twitter from 1994? Garbage is fairly... I mean, she's kind of on Twitter. I forget the lead singer's name.
That would make sense why Matt would have known it. He does love garbage.
I don't think it's like a...
He's a raccoon.
It's not a Sinead O'Connor or anything like that.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
It'd have to be a rock... I think it's a rock group.
Yeah, it could be.
It's not Four Non-Blondes.
I ruled out, I don't think it's Lisa Loeb. Her 94 album, I don't think was like that.
Do you want to just go garbage, I guess?
Yeah, the other ones, I can't think of any other album covers that have that on there.
I know what they're referencing. I can't. I know the picture too. I've seen it. It's not coming to me. So garbage is all I got.
I just said Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, after the controversy was starting, she really dug herself a hole. Pretty sure this is Courtney Love.
It is Courtney Love. Yeah, no, she wrote to Olivia Rodrigo saying, like, I'm expecting you to send me flowers. It's like, you don't own prom photos, Courtney Love. Get out of here.
I'm surprised she
She might own actual prom photos.
She probably owns
does,
prom
yeah.
photos, but she doesn't own the idea of crying prom queens.
Well, yeah,
Carrie owns that.
Well, then, I was going to say, then Courtney Love probably ripped off Carrie. Yeah.
Speaking of prom photos, I was doing some cleaning before my apartment move, and I found mine, and they are not good.
I need to see them.
Where was your prom?
I also need to see these.
I actually have a picture on my phone because it's funny.
Where was your prom? Was it like at an event space or?
It's at the museum.
Yep.
Oh, you went to the. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
We didn't get to go to the museum. Okay.
Ben Stiller was there.
That's right.
After
Roosevelt.
after the first round, it looks like Team Kid Tested Not Mother Approved is at 60. Crybaby's right in front of them at 70, but still in the lead somehow. Is quickest draw with 80 points.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes. So, Emily, you're on the crop quite a bit, talking with the other listeners or past and future co-hosts of Triviality.
I am.
Should people come join you there and talk?
Oh my gosh, please come join me. We have the most fun. We usually just get in the comments, make a ruckus in the comments.
Definitely ruckus.
And there's something else that you're I'm sure excited to talk about that you helped design.
Yeah, I helped design the crop top. Finally we did the crop top. And I
Better
helped
buy
design.
these things, you guys.
Please buy the crop tops. I have one, and it's so cute. It looks really. In retrospect, I should have worn it, but I just moved, and it's somewhere in my new apartment. I have it.
You wore it in spirit.
Yeah. It's my spiritual undershirt.
That's all we can hope for with a crop top, is that it's our spiritual undershirt.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't want to wear a crop top, if you're not confident yet, just wear it under your clothes. You'll feel great.
That's what I think about
Good
underwear,
layering crop
basically.
top.
Yeah, there's also a tank top though, and it's a
It's
tie
rad.
dye.
Now it's a
rad.
trucker hat too.
It's cool.
It's so good.
It's very Saved by the Bell.
Hell yeah.
So if you want to prank someone and yell burn, you can wear the trucker hat like Matt. If you want to wear a muscle tank like Ken, you can wear the nice muscle tank. If you want to wear a crop top, then just wear a crop top.
Just do it. It's Hot Girl Summer. Hot Girl Summer, baby.
All right, and the link will be in the show notes if you want to check that out. But you can also get our normal merchandise if you just click the merchandise link on our website, trivialitypodcast.com. It's over at TeePublic. Emily, what do you have in store for the swing round today?
Gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Cryptid Dating Game. I'm gonna give you the description of a cryptid.
Matt's gonna be good at this. No. I know Matt loves cryptids.
I will give you like a list of all the cryptids, so you're not just guessing out of thin air, because there's a lot of cryptids. But I'll give you the descriptions first, and then I will give you some cryptids. You just have to match them to their description.
I have one question.
Yeah.
What is a cryptid?
You'll find out with the list. So give us the list first, and then he'll realize what they are.
List first. Okay. The crazy critter of Bald Mountain, Mothman, Wendigo, Chupacabra, Ahool, Jersey Devil, Baba Yaga, Bigfoot, Bessie, and Krampus.
So
laugh
that's
at
clear.
Krampus.
That's clear to you, right? What a cryptid is.
I suppose it just seems like an urban legend.
Yeah, an urban legend,
Yeah.
fictional
Loch
creature
Ness.
thing.
Right.
I did not include Nessie. I kept Nessie out of this. Yeah, so let's get to the first description.
Oh, I see.
because
Okay.
Nessie
Oh, we're
is real.
matching.
We're matching.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to like give a dissertation on each of these. That makes more sense then.
I need a full speech. No, we're going to match. So here's number 1. I look like a corpse with a skeleton-like thin body, gray skin, sunken eyes, bloody lips, and yellow fangs. My ideal date would be a walk up the snowy border of eastern Canada. I may have a heart of ice, but I'm the cryptid for you. All right, number 2. Bachelor number 2. I'm a bipedal, winged humanoid resembling an owl. I'm about 7 feet tall and with a wingspan of 10 feet. My ideal date would be hanging out by the bridge before it collapses. My eyes may be glowing in red, but that's just so I can pay more attention to you. Bachelor number 3. I'm hairy. I have cloven hooves and horns and a pointed tongue. One thing to know about me is that I definitely do not want kids. If you pick me, you can look forward to ruining Christmas for naughty children. This is Bachelor number 4. I can be found across most of Indonesia. I have the distinct face and features of a chimpanzee, but I also have huge bat wings. I'll use my long claws to capture your heart. All right, number 5. I have hooves. Ken? Yes. Okay. Number 5. I have hooves, a snake's tail, bat wings, and the head of a goat with horns. I have some mommy issues since it's rumored I am the cursed 13th child of Jane Leeds. My ideal date is a walk along the shore.
Okay, that's enough dating game.
It's an updating game. All right, number 6. I'm a humanoid ape that is about 8 feet tall, but it's hard to tell because I'm just so blurry. My ideal date would be quickly walking through the forest. Number 7. I'm a hairless, dog-like creature that sometimes is described as having pointy spines down my back. I would take you out for a nice meal of goat and livestock blood. Number 8. I'm a 30 to 40 foot long serpent that is dark in color. I love to swim freely in many of the Great Lakes, but Huron Lagoons Marina has still offered a $100,000 reward to catch me, dead or alive. Number 9. I look reptilian or insect-like in nature and have green fluorescent or bioluminescent scales that have a green glow. I'm about the size of a horse. Oh, and did I mention my 4 tentacles? Take a hike and come find me sometime. And number 10. I'm a ferocious old woman who lives in a house that stands on chicken legs. I may come off as motherly, but I use that as a ruse to steal, cook, and eat children.
All right, we will be picking the most eligible bachelor, and we will be right back. All right, we have been looking over these bachelors, these sexy bachelors, and we have decided what we want to go with. So let's get the questions one more time.
Yeah, for sure. So for bachelor number 1, who looks like a corpse and would love to walk you up the Canadian countryside.
We thought that was the Wendigo.
Thanks to Supernatural, we also thought that was the Wendigo.
I said Wendigo.
That is the Wendigo. It's very scary to look at. Bachelor number 2, the bipedal winged humanoid resembling an owl that would love to watch a bridge collapse with you.
All right. So we said Mothman.
I'll watch the bridge collapse with you. Yeah, we also thought it was Mothman.
I said Mothman.
This is the Mothman, my favorite cryptid.
Or my lawyer, Mothman and Mothman.
Yeah,
And that's favorite movie.
Starring Richard Gere, The Mothman Prophecies.
Yeah, the Mothman's
Classic.
wild. I don't think he made the bridge collapse. It's just rumored he's a rat. Like, he shows up, and then if he shows up, something bad's going to happen after he
He was
shows
the
up. So he's kind of
architect,
a
I believe.
predictor of bad things.
Okay. I guess Mothman's been hanging around me my whole life. I just haven't seen him. Bad things keep happening, but
He's always watching. All right, Bachelor number 3. Harry with cloven hooves, horns, and a pointed tongue. Does not want kids because he's going to ruin Christmas for naughty children.
Yeah, thanking the office for this one. We said Krampus.
We agree. We said Krampus.
thinking The Office and not Adam Scott, I'll say Krampus.
It is the Krampus. And not just The Office. There's a spooky Krampus movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, the Krampus
With
scares
Adam
me.
Scott?
with Adam Scott.
With Adam Scott.
Directed by the director of Trick or Treat.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that checks out.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the Krampus. I like his style.
He's misunderstood.
Yeah.
I get it. I too hate children.
I just like picking really bad villains and saying, hey, they're misunderstood.
So Jeff is choosing Bachelor number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm all in on the Krampus.
All right. Let's go to number 4. Can be found across most of Indonesia. Has a distinct face of a chimpanzee and big bat wings.
We said Boba Yaga. Did I say that right?
Baba Yaga, but yeah, that's
Baba
what you guys
Yaga.
locked in with.
Yes, we said the very popular drink, the Bobo Yaga. I'm just kidding. We said Baba Yaga.
and I took the one that sounded Indonesian, and I said Ahul.
It is a hool. This is a lesser known cryptid, but look up pictures of this guy. It is literally just like a chimpanzee with bat wings. It's very, very scary. I understand why people would be scared of it.
Should I make the joke about Bagul from Sinister, or are you going to? I saw it bubbling in your brain. So
I was going to ask if they were related. Baba Yaga and Bagul. Or no, not Baba Yaga.
Ahul and Bagul.
Ahul and Bagul, the new Perfect Strangers sitcom coming to your TVs.
Oh my God. I mean, maybe they are related. Who's to say? We'll find out. All right, number 5. Has hooves, a snake's tail, bat wings, the head of a goat, and has mommy issues because they were the rumored 13th child of Jane Leeds.
I don't know who Jane Leeds is, but I think that this is the Jersey Devil.
We also went Jersey Devil.
yep, Jersey Devil.
Yeah, you guys caught that hint about the shore, the Jersey Shore. This is the Jersey Devil. Jane Leeds isn't anyone famous in particular, but the rumor is that she found out she was pregnant for the 13th time and cursed the child and gave birth to this monstrosity.
Seems like it was more her fault.
She cursed it. Yeah, she cursed
Or,
him.
it takes two to tango. The guy's fault, too. Not just Jane.
Oh,
Leeds.
yeah. The curse. Yeah. There was
But
a
it's
curse.
not the kid's fault, is what
No,
we're saying.
no. It's not the Jersey Devil's fault.
Poor Jersey Devil. Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood? Yeah.
All right, number 6. A humanoid ape that is about 8 feet tall and is just so blurry and just wants to walk through the forest with you.
On this one, we said Harry and the Hendersons star Bigfoot.
Yep. Name of my 4th favorite monster truck. We said Bigfoot.
4th favorite? What are the top 3?
So specific.
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger is always number
The other one.
one. What's his face?
Two more of them.
Can you name a third monster truck?
I'll Venmo you $5 right now.
If you can name one other monster truck besides Bigfoot and Gravedigger.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sure there's
I
one
can
called
see one right now.
Destructor.
It's
Time's
or,
up.
Bull. Hold on.
No, I also said Bigfoot.
Yeah, I couldn't write a cryptid round without including Bigfoot. This is Bigfoot.
Large planter, as he's known on the East Coast.
Oh my gosh. All right, number 7. A hairless dog-like creature that is sometimes described as having pointy spines down their back and would love to take you out for some goat and livestock blood.
yeah, this I'm 100% sure is Chupacabra.
Pretty sure that I called Ken at the zoo one time.
That was not you, and you know it.
to see if what I was describing was a chupacabra.
Yeah, just go ahead and step all over my Chupacabra story. But I did say Chupacabra.
Yeah, it's the Chupacabra.
You already shared it.
I know.
I didn't steal it.
We've been new. Yeah, I think they figured out that the Chupacabra is just like dogs that have mange.
Yeah.
Like they pretty much basically.
That's what I told that guy. I was like, it's probably a coyote with mange.
Yeah, so, but you know what? I still believe the Chupacabra's out there. We will find the Chupacabra. All right, number 8. 30 to 40 foot long serpent that is dark in color, that swims in many of the Great Lakes. And if you find this cryptid, you will get a $100,000 reward.
Sounds like it's worth my time.
We went with Bessie.
We also went with Bessie.
Yes, Bessie.
Yep, this is Bessie. You can usually find Bessie in Lake Erie if you want to go hunt for Bessie. All right, question 9. A reptilian or insect-like creature that has green fluorescent or bioluminescent scales that is about the size of a horse that has 4 tentacles.
This one we got wrong because I'm pretty sure it's Boba Yoda, but we said the Azul or Ahul or whatever.
We said this was the crazy whatever from Bald Mountain.
Certainly sounds crazy. Yep, the crazy critter.
It is the crazy critter of Bald Mountain. This thing is wild.
It sounds made up, to be frank.
I won't take that slander.
Like soup's fake.
People have seen it though. But they've seen it. You're gonna tell the people that they're wrong? Anyway. Let's go to our 10th bachelor. The ferocious old woman who lives. Yes, the Bachelorette. The ferocious old woman who lives in the house that stands on chicken legs, who steals, cooks, and eats children.
Yeah, we also know we got this one wrong. We said this one was the crazy critter of Bald Mountain.
And we said this was Ahul.
Baba Yaga. Doesn't Baba mean old woman in a couple languages?
I believe this is Slovakian, the Baba Yaga.
Yeah,
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah. There's, I believe, movies based off of Baba Yaga. There's gotta be. She's spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky lady.
Looks like the swing round was very fruitful for Team Quickest Draw because you had a perfect 10. So you get plus 50 points, bring your total to, is that 140 if my math is?
130.
130. See, I can't even do the math that quickly in my head. But you're at 130. Looks like Team Crybabies is going to be at 105 going into the second round. And Team Kid Tested, Not Mother Approved with 100 in third place currently.
Awesome. Let's head right into the second round here with question 1. The practice of noodling involves catching catfish, but what makes this fishing technique unique?
I just saw this on TikTok. We can lock in. I agree.
That's where I got the question. Where do you think I got the question?
Is it the one with the person they said looked like they had a Disney smile? Probably. We'll see.
Probably.
We'll see.
I think this kind of catfishing is you create a new username that's similar to somebody else's and you send them. Is this the one where they stick their arms in the water and just have the catfish
they
bite
fish
it or
with
whatever?
Yeah, they I don't know how you would say that, fishing with their hands, but they come out with the fish basically biting their arm.
Eating their arm? Yeah. Yeah, fish arm biting something. You know what we're talking about. We're locked in.
Noodling.
Yeah, Jeff and I agree. I saw a TikTok video of a woman fishing, and she had a really huge catfish on her arm that was biting her when it came out of the water, and someone commented, "You look like a Disney princess, and you should be one." So that's what we locked in with.
Yeah, I said you stick your fingers in the water and wave them around and come out with a catfish.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the TikTok I saw as well. That's where I got this question. You're catching the fish with your bare hands, basically just like getting them to chomp down on your whole arm there. And people that do this are called noodlers.
See, they're making fun of me for being on TikTok all the time. I just saw this one last night.
TikTok will give you trivia information.
I've also seen people noodle catfish for some reason.
I'll noodle you, Jeff. Well, I can't even say it.
The noodler sounds like some kind of supervillain. Like he leaves little noodles.
The noodler.
It's probably
here's a farfalle.
Obscure Batman
He's
villain.
like attacking people with pool noodles.
Teams up with Calendar Man or whatever.
I've left this plate of pasta fazool on your bed.
Robin, please ignore the hand that's shaking underwater.
Okay, guys, let's go to question 2. The tympanic membrane can be found in which part of the body?
We're locked in.
I think it's somewhere in your ear.
Yeah, I was going to say I was thinking your ear,
Yeah.
like tempo or music or something.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of membranes in there. It seems like it's a
Yeah.
place ripe with membranes. I think.
Is that your eardrum? Actually, is it another name for your eardrum?
Oh, let's hope so. We're gonna lock in with ear.
Ear. Yep.
Pretty sure it's another name for the eardrum. We said ear.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I said brain.
It is the ear.
Locking real fast.
Yeah, you guys got it right, but for the wrong reasons. It's tympanic, like timpani, like drum.
Yeah, like stretched over.
Yeah, like stretched over material. So yeah, it's another name for the eardrum.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right, question 3, a Simpsons question. In The Simpsons, what are the names of the one-eyed aliens who have appeared in all 31 Treehouse of Horror Halloween specials?
These are the aliens that always have like the saliva down their mouth, right?
Yeah. For some reason, Craig is coming to mind with like a K. I literally can't remember these.
It's me, Craig. I'm here to watch The Simpsons with you.
Well, let me just give you this logic because I don't know the answer. The first 2 answers were hand and ear. Does it have another body part name? Foot, leg, something like that. Butt, I don't know.
I'm more confused now.
Pudendum.
Brain.
Perineum.
Brain isn't
No.
brain. Brains.
Sciatic nerve. No, I don't know.
The brain.
Brains. Let's say brains.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah, believe these are brother and sister, despite the voices, King and Kodos.
I too said Kang and Kodos.
Yep, it is Kang and Kodos. Good job, guys.
Oh, where that band name comes from.
I voted for Kodos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice. All right, let's go to question 4. The Los Angeles Kings won the Stanley Cup in 2014. How many times had they won the cup before then? Also, yeah, boo.
Okay, we're locked in over here.
I feel like didn't they win it in 20?
Once about 5 years ago, 5 years earlier, or something like that.
Yeah, well, I think it was actually I think it was like 2012 because there was a while when it was the 2014, and then I think they had won it in 2012
with Gretzky
somewhere around. I believe they had won one with Gretzky in the early 90s. So I think that's 2. Does 2 sound
you think
right?
it's 3? Oh yeah, 2.
2 prior to 2014
total.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay, we're gonna lock in with 2.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I forgot Wayne Gretzky was on the Kings, and that definitely would not make it 0, but we just said 0.
Well, I know for a fact they won one, I believe, in 2012. So it went Kings, Hawks, Kings, Hawks, I believe. So I said 1. I'm not sure if they won with Gretzky or not.
Yeah, it is only 1. They won the cup in 2012, and they went to the finals in 1993 with Gretzky. But they did not win. So it's just 1.
Makes sense.
All right, let's move to question 5. What Latin word translates to nobody? Man, this would have made finding someone a lot more difficult.
Okay, so they're locked in. Do you have any idea before we make things up? Okay. I was going to go at it from the finding angle, and I was like,
Nemo.
Finding
Nemo.
Yeah, Nemo, Nemo, no one.
Yeah.
I'm not, it would be, if you were finding no one, that would make it hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other one I thought of was Forrester. I don't think it's Finding Forrester, just so you guys know.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That was actually the first one that popped into my head too.
I know. I don't know why. Are you good with
Dory,
Nemo?
right?
No.
Yeah, it's not Dory.
Yeah, I think Nemo's good. I think let's lock in with Nemo.
All right. Yeah.
Chris, do you tell your students that you counsel, you're the man now, dog?
It's hard to establish trust if I talk like that.
I heard you want to cut some clashes. Big mistake. Jeff, what did we put?
We also just put Nemo.
Yeah, I'm quick draw, so all I could get down on the paper before I heard the answer was Waldo, but I think you guys are right.
Yeah, you guys walked backwards into Nemo. You did it.
My joke answer was going to be Marco Polo.
Oh, okay.
And looks like after 5 questions, team quickest draw is at 160. And looks like Team Crybaby is at 145. And Team Kid Approved, Mother Not Approved, whatever we're called, is at 130.
Wow, we're getting pretty close here, guys.
Kid not in play right now.
Okay, let's go to question 6. Most folks are familiar with George Seurat's pointillism painting, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Le Grand Jeté. This piece depicts 3 dogs, 1 monkey, and within 5, how many people?
I think we're in the 20 to 30 range, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking right in the middle there, 25.
Yeah, let's just cut it in the middle and say 25.
All right, sounds good.
I was thinking something similar. It might be more, but we went with 27.
Did you say within 5? Oh, I just put 5.
Oh, there's 48.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of like really little people in the back, and on like the boats and stuff. So in total, yeah, there's 48 folks depicted in that painting. It's a really big guy. Yeah. All right, question 7. It's fairly common knowledge that Viggo Mortensen broke his foot kicking a helmet while filming Two Towers, but which actor ironically injured his leg while filming The Force Awakens?
We are locked in over here.
What about maybe Harrison Ford did it? He was only on for a couple minutes, but he still managed to hurt himself.
Sure.
Man, that guy survived like 2 plane crashes.
Yep.
Sorry, injured. Harrison Ford.
Oh, JJ, why'd you make this door so dumb? We went Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford can't stop injuring himself.
It was Harrison Ford. One of the hydraulic doors in the Millennium Falcon fell on him.
I don't know why that's funny.
Welcome to the movies, kid.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of a bummer, but he's all right. He turned out fine. All right, moving along to question 8. Which of the following is not a stop in the board game Ticket to Ride? Oklahoma City, Duluth, Albany, or Charleston?
We're locked in.
Of
This was the
course.
Music Man board game. I would know that River
I
City.
was just playing this with my son
Absolutely
the
a
other
stop.
day.
It's sad
You're
because I
playing
usually play Europe.
You were playing this game with your son the other day?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love
Do you
this
think this
game.
is more of
It's
a
delightful.
Albany question?
I don't think it's Albany. For some reason I'm leaning towards Charleston, but
You don't think there's a
Trying
Charleston
to-
stop?
I think that it's either Albany or Charleston. I'm leaning towards
Let's go.
Charleston though for some reason.
Yeah, you were leaning Charleston, so let's go Charleston.
I believe the kind of trick here is instead of Minneapolis, there's Duluth. And I know there's an Oklahoma City and a Charleston, so we said Albany.
It's been quite a long time since I've played, so I just had to go off hunch, and I said Charleston.
It is Albany. There's not an Albany stop. I love this game. I'm terrible at the game, but I still enjoy it. All right, question 9. The Chinese flag contains how many stars?
Locked in.
Wow.
Why
Confidence.
don't I remember these things? Big star, 3 little stars. That sounds
That's what I don't
right.
know. For some reason I'm
Because there's like the 3
Yeah.
in the corner, right?
Yeah.
So you good with locking in with 4?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 it is.
Pretty confident there is 1 large star and there are 4 other stars surrounding it. So we said 5.
I'm just picturing red, but I said 5 on a whim.
Yeah, Jeff's exactly correct. There's 4 little stars surrounding 1 big star, making it 5 stars. Okay, let's just get to question 10. The kakapo, also called the owl parrot, is a flightless bird native to which country?
Jeff gave me an idea. I threw an idea at him, and we agreed on an answer, so we're locked in.
Well, one is, could it be like Australia? Because then it's not going to be native to any other countries. And I think the dodo was a flightless bird. Was that from Australia?
So I was thinking
know
that
if
region too. Initially, I was thinking possibly New Zealand. I feel like there are quite a few flightless birds in that area, but I kind of like Australia because everyone loves Australia. It comes up a lot in our show, and maybe that's part of it. I'm good with going with Australia.
We went with another A named country, and we just said Argentina.
It's funny, wrote Argentina, and then I crossed it out, and I put New Zealand. I have no idea. Just a hunch.
Yeah, it's New Zealand.
No way.
I don't know what's happening today.
I don't know what's happening either, quite honestly.
I think instead of Ken's normal vitamins, he took Neal's Limitless pill.
He took the Limitless pill. Yeah, these guys are super cute. They're real good. I think they're my new favorite flightless bird.
They're good boys.
They're good boys.
Now, kiwis, what are those?
Fruit.
That's a loaded question, Jeff. They're a fruit. They're a flightless bird.
They are also a flightless bird, right?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think
A
kiwis
rugby
are
squad?
black with like a long beak nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was referring to flightless birds. It wasn't just out of nowhere that I was asking about kiwi. I'm aware of the fruit.
There they are.
Yes.
Yeah, they have that really
The long beak.
The long beak.
They look like a echidna.
Oh no,
but
this
a
is
bird.
a cursed image.
Oh no.
She found an image of a kiwi, but it's also a
It's all
kiwi.
sliced up like fruit.
With the fruit inside.
Just
Oh no.
just be careful searching kiwi with safe search off.
Yeah, that's gonna haunt my dreams.
Okay.
Looks like going into the final round, Team Crybabies is in third place currently with 155 points, but just in front of them are the mother-approved, kids-hated team of 160. And in the lead right now, somehow, I don't know,
somehow.
the quickest draw with 190 points.
I think Emily should write every game.
You would do well, according to these rules. Now, Emily, you are a Patreon supporter, and so are you, Chris. So, Emily, we'll start with you. Is there a favorite crop drop or Patreon bonus in recent history that you enjoyed listening to? Or a moment?
I like all of them, but I like that there was one that Kellen and I did with you guys like a while back that we helped you guys with.
Oh, that's right.
And that was really fun. I like going back to listen to that one because that was before the COVID time. So it's like remembering the nice memories.
It was before the storm hit. Yeah, so that was fun. And Chris, are you enjoying the 30 or more hours of content you're getting thrown into your face?
All the content.
I am. I enjoy like the crop drop where you guys just sort of hang out and it's not like a trivia thing. It's just hearing you guys be yourselves, which is refreshing. So
you can do all the dirty jokes.
Right.
They can cut out of the normal episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we get to be the fiends that we are. So, if you'd like to join Chris and Emily, you can go to patreon.com/Triviality Podcasts and help the show continue to grow.
Yeah, do it. It's a hoot. It's a time.
There's your tagline. It's a hoot.
It's a hoot.
Check it out, everyone.
And it helps us. So that's nice.
That's also true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want some categories?
Yeah.
All right. I'll just go down my list of 5. Number, I hardly know her. Number 2, killer, I hardly know her. Number 3, this is a bit of a stretch. Gold medal contender, I hardly know her. Number 4, lunar, I hardly know her. And number 5, reader, I hardly know her.
All of the wagers are locked in. Just for the listeners at home, Team Crybabies and the team of me and Jeff, the kid approved, whatever you want to call it, are going all in. So 30 points all the way down, just for the record. But Ken is going to have his own wagers that he can talk about.
I'm going to muck it up. I know I'm going to muck it up. I bet 5, 30, 5, 15, 30. So we'll see what happens here.
All right. It's going to be interesting. Let's hear those questions.
All right. Question 1. Which is the largest? The set of all natural numbers, the set of all prime numbers, the set of all rational numbers, or the set of all real numbers? Okay, question 2. Who is the subject of this rhyme made up about a woman who allegedly killed her stepmother and father in 1892? Blank blank took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. Question 3. Women competed for the first time in the 1900 Games in Paris. Of a total 997 athletes, 22 women competed in the 5 sports that were allowing women. Name 3 of the 5. Question 4. Which 3 zodiac signs are represented by horned animals? And question 5 is long, so I'll get through it as fast as I can here. In Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series, people called allomancers can ingest metals and burn them for magical effects. These include enhancing one's senses, pushing and pulling other metal objects, and altering someone else's emotions. There are 16 total metals that allomancers can burn. Which of the following is not a burnable metal? Pewter, nickel, steel, or gold?
All right, we will go over these questions and be back with our answers. All the answers are now locked in. Let's go back to Emily and see how we did.
All right. So for number 1, which is the largest, the set of all natural, prime, rational, or all real numbers?
We wagered 30 on these, and my head started spinning when I started thinking of the timeline of negative infinity to positive infinity to the absolute value of infinity. And I just wanted to think about something real. So we said real.
Yeah. So I think the natural numbers are like 1 through infinity. And then there's also an infinite number of prime numbers. And then the rational numbers would be through, negative and all that stuff. And then, but there's more countable infinity between 1 and 2 than there is in all of the regular numbers. So we said real.
And I hope we're all wrong because I only bet 5 here, but I said real also.
It is all real numbers, yeah.
All right.
Real numbers.
Real numbers. Natural, prime, and rational numbers are all the same size of infinity. I don't know what that means. I learned about this on Tuesday.
They're all, I believe, Aleph Null is the first size of infinity.
Sure.
So these are the numbers that Ja Rule and J-Lo were talking about.
Yeah, those are the ones. No one at me on this.
Basically, there's a mathematical proof where there's more numbers between 1 and 2 than there are between 1 and infinity. If you go decimal numbers, because you could have an infinite sequence at each decimal.
That makes me nervous. So let's go to number 2. Who is the subject of the rhyme made up about a woman who allegedly killed her stepmother and her father in 1892? Blank blank took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks, and when she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
And for this one, we said Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, we locked in with potentially Elizabeth, but certainly Lizzie Borden.
For this one, I did go 30, Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, it is Lizzie Borden.
She
didn't actually give them 40 whacks. I just want that to be clear.
Speaking of real monsters. Maybe not. We don't know her story.
So it's just the rhyme that they made.
That's just what people said about her. I believe she only hit each of them like 17-ish times.
Misunderstood.
Oh,
misunderstood.
Misreported for sure.
Definitely. Well, kids made it up, so.
Jason Voorhees, misunderstood. Kid drowned. He wasn't looked over.
Misindependent.
Misunderstood.
My way. All right. We're getting into some shenanigans. Let's go to question 3. Women competed for the first time in the 1900 games in Paris. Of a total of 997 athletes, 22 were women, and they competed in 5 sports. I wanted you to name 3 of the 5.
We wagered 30 on this one. We ruled out a lot of the running and swimming events. We thought that they would not allow the women to do that. So we kind of zeroed in on soccer as one, equestrian sports, just general horsey things, and we said golf. Golf is the other one.
We wagered 30 as well. So the logic for this one is we thought a lot of these sports were probably ones that were enjoyed by the upper class. So we definitely thought equestrian was one because it was a single solo event.
Horses.
Horses. We called it horses, and Emily said, are you sure you mean horses? We said equestrian.
It's my favorite Olympic event.
Jeff mentioned tennis, which we thought was good. I also mentioned, I think golf would have been one. And then I said the thing that's in Alice in Wonderland with the flamingos, that they hit the balls, and Jeff said croquet. And I said, I bet it would be funny enough that one was one. But we officially locked in with sailing because I also saw that on a TikTok. So that's what we're going to lock in with. Sailing, tennis, and equestrian.
All right, for a mere 5 points, I said swimming, track, and equestrian.
So you guys backed into this one. The five that there were tennis, sailing, croquet, equestrian, and golf.
Whoa.
Croquet? Neal knew all 5?
Let's go, women.
I said it's got to be something really pretentious that would have been around in 1900.
Yeah, you guys were sitting, you're like, oh, no way croquet is an Olympic event. It was.
That's insane.
So points for...
Us?
Yeah.
Just you guys.
I
Just us.
believe that tug of war at one time had they have tug of war as like an experimental sport because they have experimental sports.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Let's go to question 4. Which 3 zodiac signs are represented by horned animals?
For this one, the first 2 I think came pretty quickly to us. We said Taurus and Aries, and then the last one we struggled with, but we said Capricorn because neither one of us could remember what that was.
Yeah, we think this actually came up on an episode that's going to release tomorrow with Capricorn, and the other 2 we said were Taurus and Aries. So we hope those are correct.
I wagered 15. I said Taurus, Capricorn, Aries.
Yeah, it is Taurus, Aries, and Capricorn. The Taurus is a bull, the Aries is a ram, and Capricorn is a goat.
Yep, Matt was right.
All right, and for number 5, in Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series, Allomancers can burn metals for magical effects. There are 16 total, but I just needed you to tell me which between pewter, nickel, steel, and gold was not one of these metals you can use.
This one was tough. We kind of knocked out gold and pewter right away for no reason, and then we narrowed it down to nickel and steel also for no reason, and then just locked in nickel because I have no idea, but we said nickel.
We just thought steel sounded the least fantasy, so we just said steel.
Same reason, same wager.
The answer's nickel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pewter enhances your strength, steel pushes nearby metals, and gold reveals an alternate version of yourself. Had you made different decisions?
Oh, I need that one.
Yeah. These are get pretty dark up in the burnable metals. But yeah, nickel's not one of those. That was a horse. That was like.
That was a horse of a
That
different
was
color.
a horse and buggy, right? That was horses.
That was horses.
All right, the scores are in, everyone, and it went through the lottery machine with the little balls. We spun the ball and got the balls of scores to come out, and we looked at them. It looks like Team Quickest Draw faltered in the final round, just as he predicted, like Nostradamus.
You know something? I feel a bit
Icarus
like William Wallace, where I lost, but I really won.
You won the heart of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 205 points, Ken, in third place.
Which, by the way,
Or
for
Rocky.
playing by yourself is a hell of a
That's
game.
great.
Rocky and
yeah.
Rocky won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Like, don't take anything away from that score. You did very well.
You did.
Spoilers for Braveheart and Rocky.
Yeah. You were winning the whole game, and yeah, it was just the last round. And then it all came down to 5 points, believe it or not. So in second place today with 245 points are the Crybabies, making the cream of the crop today with 250 points. Jeff, I don't know what our name is. Please tell us so that we can say that we're the winners.
Babies and moms.
Kid tested, not mother approved.
On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you are. Yeah.
What a game.
Which I think officially we decided was a parody of the Kicks slogan.
Yeah.
Wherever that came from.
All right. Great job, guys.
Yes, great game. Thank
We
you,
did
Emily.
it. Yeah.
Yes,
that
thank
was
you.
great. We got some of the Monday night sillies, so that was glad to hang out with you guys.
Well, let's give the floor to you, Emily. Anyone you'd like to shout out? Anyone that helped you write the game? Any other monsters that we want to say were just misunderstood?
I could go. I mean, I did not include Nessie on this list because they call her the Loch Ness Monster, and she did nothing wrong. She's not a monster. But yeah, no, my partner Justin helped me write a bunch of these questions, especially the math one. So yeah, big thanks to him. But this was a lot of fun. I'm just happy to see you guys again.
Yes, you too, and congrats on your move.
Thank you. I'm in
Yes.
Chicago. I'm a city gal now.
You are a city gal. And as we learned, I think on a previous episode that was released, we know what the Loch Ness Monster really is, Ken, but we won't say it again, at least according to my research. It has to do with whales. Chris, thank you very much for joining us today. Any people you'd like to shout out? Any other nuggets of wisdom that will make us tear up like you did with your previous comment at the beginning of the episode?
Oh yeah, I need it.
Thanks again. Thank you guys for having me on. I know we had to reschedule, but it's glad it worked out. And I enjoy your podcast a lot, and listening to it. And finally, nice to meet you guys, albeit virtually. I want to thank my wife who went to the other room while I recorded this, and my kids who stayed in their beds and didn't bother me during the episode. So But thank you guys very much for having me. It was a very well-written game. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think I should have gotten 5 points for saying Kix was the cereal that said that at the beginning of the game, but I won't cry about it.
Wow. Don't be a crybaby.
We'll call it a tie. We'll call it a draw.
Yeah, as Ken said, we'll call that a draw, and we look forward to hopefully meeting you face to face if we can make it out to the Massachusetts area again, which we had a lot of fun in Boston.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, yes, thank you, Emily, very much. Thank you, Chris. I think that's it, right, Ken?
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
And thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
thanks,
one's
Matt,
thinking-
for...
Yeah, this is the first game of mine Matt has ever played.
Yes, thank you, Matt. Matt carried us
Oh, no. Stop it.
to second place.
Well, thank you, everyone. And we appreciate you listening. Thank you to all our patron supporters, our Patreons. See, I mixed them up again.
Patrons.
Patrons of Patreon is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you. Thank you to Emily, Ken, Jeff, Chris, and Matt. My name is Neal, and that was Triviality.
This is the dawning of the age of a Aquarius.
What is the Aquarius?
Oh, that was the one we
That's not
forgot.
The one.
Yeah, it was the one that we forgot.
Aquarius
but
is like a mermaid.
I don't know,
A mermaid.
it's some
Is it
water.
You guys want to play mermaids?
Are you guys in? You guys all in?
We're
Yeah,
in.
I think
What's your
so.
mermaid
Did you
power?
go for the last one?